Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Bristol here with another edition of the Paper Doll Brawl. If you guys are just joining here, you don't know what this is. The Paper Doll Brawl is a ongoing open collaboration with myself and Lori over at PewDiePie Designs. I will link her and the playlist down below so you guys can check it out. We have been coming up with prompts and ways to use these paper dolls that Lori has a plethora of. So she sent me some, I'm using them, we're making some cool things. And it's essentially a word association type of prompt game where I give a prompt, and then the following week when Lori posts her video, she takes my prompt and uses it, and then also combines it with a new prompt of her own. And then in the following video, when it comes back to my side, I take the new prompt she has and add another prompt to it. So it's a really fun thing. In her last video, she gave me the prompt of chords or chording, and I decided to add in the prompt of circles. As you can see, we are well underway into the circle territory. So circles is going to be my addition to the Paper Doll Brawl, so I can't wait to see what Lori does with circles. She's probably going to strangle me because it's such a simple prompt without anything super wild or crazy to it, but she's going to do something amazing, I already know. So for this one, I wanted to make a circle tag, like a big circular tag. And honestly, by the end of it, I was like, this doesn't have to be a tag. It could very well be the cover of a book, because I decided to I was doing this on a Sunday, and I decided that I would do my slow craft, my slow hobby, which for those of you who don't know, I've talked about it a little bit on my Patreon. Yes, that's right, I have a Patreon. If you would like to support me over there, I do cool things. If you'd like to support me for free, you could like this video and give it like a thumbs up and a comment and a share. Those things help out my channel a lot. But at any rate, in my downtime, when I am not doing paper crafts, what I like to do to just chill is practice embroidery for no purpose, no reason. There's no goal, there's no project at the end of the tunnel. I just like to learn new stitches and practice embroidery, and that's my slow hobby, and that's what I do. I try not to bring it over this way to the to the business side of things, so to speak, that often, because I like to keep it as its own separate entity that I don't have to grind for, because it's just something I do for casual fun. But every so often it finds its way over, because I do like to incorporate it into my projects. So in the way long ago, I did a fairy journal for April that I did some embroidery on. I'm doing some of the same techniques for this, and even for my goblin mode journal, which I have to finish and put up here for you guys to see. I did a little bit of embroidery for that too, so it is something I like to do. I just, I don't do it here on the channel because it's my kickback, chill and watch a movie kind of hobby. But I thought it'd be fun to get this circle, get some cording, and then for this case, my cording is going to be embroidery thread or floss, whatever it's called, and just do some stitching on this card and have a quiet sort of meditative moment. I had an audiobook playing while I was doing this, and I was just chilling out listening to that and doing some stitches here. And I don't know if I am gonna do a more in-depth tutorial type thing. If you guys are interested, I might do some little tiny mini tutorials, but again, like I said, I don't try to mesh these two worlds too much, because this is just something I do to relax. But I do really love the effect that embroidery has, especially on paper. It just, something about it just chef's kiss, it just really pops off. So I thought I would get this really happy couple, and I have this circular quote sheet, which is actually old vintage milk bottle caps, the little paper layer that they would put on the bottles. I had some scans of those that I turned into these fun vintagey quotes. That were also a Patreon reward. I know that I'm plugging this a lot, but I promise to be more positive about self-promotion, so we're doing it. We're doing it together. We're on a journey. But it is a reward over on Patreon, so I thought I would use it because I print them out. I print out everything I make, digitally, so might as well use it, otherwise it's just going to sit there. So I thought I'd pick a happy quote and this happy couple from the Paper Doll set, and we just make this cheery embroidered scene, and see what we come up with. It's not perfect by any means. Like I said, this is my fun hobby. It's not something I do like seriously. But it definitely looks cool at the end. I really enjoyed it. I don't have that much to say about it, though, so we're just gonna yap. And I thought maybe I would yap about myself, because that's also something I don't do very often here. So if you guys are just joining me, hi, my name's Priscilla. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm an artist, and I have a full-time job doing, like, mindless, boring office work, so we're not bragging about that. I'm in my late 30s. I don't think it's really relevant how old I am, but in case you're wondering, I am in my late 30s. I grew up in Nevada in a small town called Laughlin, about 90 miles south of Las Vegas, and then I eventually ended up moving to Las Vegas, where I lived there for quite a while. I've been to beauty school, I've been to culinary school. I do nothing in those industries. I hated both experiences. Both for different reasons, wildly different reasons, but pretty on-the-nose reasons. I actually only went to beauty school because I wanted to get into doing makeup for movies. I wanted to be a makeup artist, and in the state that I was in at the time, you needed to have a cosmetology license in order to do makeup professionally, and that's why I went to beauty school, and I ended up becoming a beauty school dropout. Love that for myself, mostly due to like some complications with my living situation at the time, but also just because it wasn't gonna happen. I wasn't gonna make it. Not that I wasn't good in cosmetology school. I actually finished all of my stuff early and had to get into it with like the principal because she didn't want me to quit, because I just needed to basically keep my butt in the school for hours. For the hours version of it, but I had to leave. Like my living situation was unsustainable, so I left. Mostly that reason, and the reason that I liked to read, and they told me I could not read even though I had nothing to do. So those things didn't vibe, because they just wanted me to read beauty magazines, and I wasn't there to do hair. I was there to do makeup. So I left beauty school, and then I ended up moving back home for a little bit, and then I moved here to Texas to go to culinary school, and I did that. I did the culinary school thing, and then I ended up leaving that as well, because although I had spent most of my early working history as a food server and a prep cook, doing mostly banquets and fine dining, I actually realized that I hated that setup as well, and did not want to do like commercial kitchen work, and it mostly just came down to the fact that I felt a lot of pressure from family to get a job that was like an actual job and not like waiting tables or working in retail and things like that, because what I wanted to do since I was like young, like since middle school, was be an artist and a writer, and everyone told me that wasn't a real job, so I didn't do it. I didn't pursue those things because everyone told me I needed to make money, not pursue my passion. So I actually didn't do that until I left culinary school. And then I got into the grocery business, and then I just started crafting more. That's what I would spend my downtime doing, was crafting. And I started out doing like mixed media art. I got really into art journaling, and through the art journal pipeline is how I ended up over here in the junk journal world. And I just kind of really fell in love. I really love paper crafts. It goes really well with art, but I have a lot of training in other types of art. I do lots of different types of art that I don't always share here, but I paint and I draw, and I've done wood burning, and I have a glass bead like blowing thing to make lampwork glass beads. I barely touched the surface on that, but I have lots of like tiny minute interests because I also have ADHD, so I have lots of little like jack of all trades types of craft like experience and art experience. I've done like sculpture work, and I've done ceramics and all sorts of things that, I like to dabble in and, see what I can integrate into other things and stuff like that. But I always come back to paper crafts, and junk journaling is a passion of mine. So I always find myself over here on this side. And then, as you guys know, recently I've gotten really into jewelry making and beading. So that's become like another passion that just sort of has blossomed up. And I really think junk journaling led me to that. Junk journaling was the pipeline to that, because making all the chunky charms and little like page dangly jewelry fun bits was really just like a step away from making full-on jewelry. So yeah, that's how I ended up over here doing this on the side of the world. And honestly, it would be a dream of mine to go full-time as an artist, or even just part-time as an artist, to be honest. Because then I could have like a fun job and not like a boring office job. But like I really love how things are. I love how far I've come, and I love that I pursue my goal of being a creative person 24/7. It is my entire life. When people ask me what I do, I tell them that I'm an artist first. I don't tell them that I do like office labor, because that's not what I do for a living. It's not what makes me live. It's not what makes my life fulfilled. Art is, and it always has been. So I'm happy now to be pursuing it as what I hope to one day be a full-time career, but even part-time would be great. But yeah, that's basically my story. I live here with my mom and my 2 cats, and you know, I got friends that I hang out with. I am a single person. Yeah, that's basically everything I can say in the very short little biography of myself. I have lots of very niche interest, and also very not niche interest. I like a lot of nerdy things. I like a lot of comic books. I'm an avid comic book fan. I like scary things. I like spooky things. I think that's kind of apparent if you're on my channel. I'm also a witch, so I do witchy things. I love that. That's a big part of my life. I'm into Doctor Who and Game of Thrones and a bunch of Disney stuff. Like, I like a lot of things. It's actually kind of a running joke because people tell me that I'm hard to shop for, but then like the people who know me like think I'm really easy to shop for because you could literally just walk in anywhere and you'll find something I'm interested in there because I have so many interests. But yeah, I guess that's all I can think about sharing with you guys. I don't know what else you guys want to know. If there's something you want to know about me, ask it in the comments below. I'd absolutely share it with you if it's not like super personal. I would love to share it. My video is not over. I still have a couple more minutes, so I don't know what we're going to talk about now. We're really just going for it here. What do you guys think of the video so far? Yeah, me too. I actually agree with that point. You're kind of right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. I may have to edit this to be shorter because I didn't think I was going to be able to sum up my entire life in 10 minutes or less, and yet somehow, some way, we ended up here. But yeah, that's my whole life. I don't have any children. Somebody asked me that once. I don't have children. And I will never have children if I'm lucky. So, yeah. I will always have cats, though. I will always have cats, who are my children. As you guys know, I love my babies. If you don't know, I have 2 cats. Their names are Smokey and Nico, and they are both a year apart, but they're both born in June. One is a Gemini and one is a Cancer. And, yeah, I just realized that not too long ago. And once I thought about it, it really applies to their personalities and behaviors. And they sometimes make appearances in the videos. Smokey more often than Nico. Nico makes background appearances, so if you see like me freeze and jump and pull my hands out of the screen for like a second or two, it's because Nico has scared me with her whiskers and I thought she was a spider, and then I start petting her so that she'll leave me alone. But that's all. She only comes over for 1 or 2 pets and then she leaves. But Smokey likes to come sit on my desk, so he usually hangs out off to the side when I'm recording, so you guys can't see him unless he wants like a lot of attention. Then he walks in the way. And honestly, I could probably talk about my cats for more than 10 minutes, which is really like saying something about me. Positive somethings, I think. I think that's a good thing. What else can I say in these few minutes that we have left? I collect crystals. I have lots of crystals in my house. I also have a pretty decent amount of houseplants. Yeah. I feel like the least interesting person in the world now that I've run out of things to say. It's probably just because I don't know what to talk about. But yeah, look how cute this couple is. Look how happy this card is. It's so bright and colorful and cheerful. And honestly, now I want to make like a happy, cheerful journal and stick them on the front because I love it. It's amazing, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope that you enjoyed getting to learn a little bit about me. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Make sure you check out Lori over at Pewdie Pie Designs to see what she does for the next paper doll brawl. And until then, guys, happy crafting. Bye.